Hello. A very good evening to one and all present here. It is truly a matter of great pride and joy for me to welcome you all to this special occasion. I would like to extend my warm greetings to our Honorable Senior Professor Ajay Kumar Singh Sir, respected Director Professor Dr. Mahesh Sharma Sir, respected Dayan P.S. Chaudhary Sir, our esteemed guest speaker, respected faculty member, and dear students. I, Akshata, student of BBA third semester, feel extremely privileged to address you all at the 16th online interactive session hosted
Shika,
by.
may we have your visual, please? It's a request.
Is
Thank
it
you.
okay?
Now it's fine.
I, Akshata of BBA third semester, I feel extremely privileged to address you all at the 16th online interactive session hosted by the Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research, an institution well known for its unwavering commitment to academic distinction and nurturing leadership. Today's session adds another chapter to our ongoing journey of learning and development. It is an opportunity for each of us to engage in a meaningful dialogue, gain valuable knowledge, and growth in well rounded individuals, both personally and professionally. At DSPSR, we deeply value experiences that go beyond textbooks. We believe in preparing students for the real world exposure, then them to practical individual industrial relevant learning. This session centered on the theme of leadership development is a fine example of who we aim to bridge academic theory with corporate reality. It is a great pleasure that we welcome Mr. Narain Singh sir, who joins us today as our respected session speaker. We are equally pleased to have Mr. Naresh Kumar sir as the moderate of this session. We sincerely thank both of them for being here to commence this session on an auspicious role. Let us now take a part in a symbolic ritual, the lighting of the virtual lamp. This act represents the removal of darkness and uh, which will lead us to wisdom and enlightenment. May this fame of knowledge guide us towards clarity, confidence, and leadership in these days ahead. With this, I would like to request Arun sir to kindly play the virtual lamp lightning video. Thank you so much, sir.
महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा शुभं भवतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते।
Thank you so much, sir. Now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to today's session. We are truly honored to have you as at a session, a seasoned professional whose depth of experience and expertise will add immense value to our online interactive session. It is an honor to introduce Mr. J. Narain sir, Singh sir, a seasoned industries and the CEO of Ishdeep BPN Allow Private Limited. Originally from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, he moved to Delhi in 1982 and graduated from Shivaji College with an international roots. His father worked for a multinational in Singapore. Mr. Narayan Singh sir have began his global journey with training in Korea, followed by 2 years in Japan, where he engaged in textile exports to US. Returning to India in 1989, he ventured into the metal and trades, laying the foundation of what would have been a respected name to the industry. In 2008, he expanded into manufacturing specialized alloy, producing parts of major clients like Honda and Panasonic. By 2010, he entered an international market exporting to Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and beyond. With over 3 decades of global experience, Mr. Narayan Singh sir is a visionary leader driving in innovation and growth in Indian manufacturing. We welcome you, sir. Now, welcome we welcome our moderate speaker. It is also my privilege to introduce moderator of today's session, Mr. Narayan Kapoor, sir, a seasoned finance and accounts professional with over 26 years of experience in manufacturing, metal imports, and finance management. A commerce graduate from Delhi University, Mr. Naresh Kumar, sir, has held senior roles at SBN International, providing strategic financial guidance under the leadership of J. Narayan Singh, sir. Known for his expertise in budgeting, forecasting, and team leadership, he brings strong acumen in both commercial operation and compliances. Please join me in the welcoming a dedicated and versatile professional, Mr. Naresh Kumar, sir. We welcome you again. With this, now I would like to hand over the session to Mr. Naresh Kapoor, sir. Thank you so much.
Kindly go ahead.
Good evening to all.
Okay. Yeah, good
Uh,
evening.
yes, sir. I welcome Mr. Jag Narain Singh, members, and the student. Today, we are happy to have you as a speaker, thereby providing an opportunity to all the student to learn from of
हाँ
your
मेरे ख्याल से प्रैक्टिस
experiences
करते हैं ओके
in business.
ओके थैंक यू
So, not wasting much time, I would like to start with today's session. Respected sir, with the help of some questions, I request you to enlighten students with some of your insightful thoughts. My first question is coming from small town like Gorakhpur and later moving to Delhi in 1982 for higher studies. How did your early life and environment shape your mindset as an entrepreneur?
Yes, good evening to everyone. Thank you, Naresh.
Yes, sir.
As Dr. Ajay, he knows about everything, but to the other members, I'll just repeated everything. I started my journey from Gorakhpur, we all know, from UP. And I did my graduation from here, Delhi University. And after that, I got an opportunity. My father was in Singapore for last 35 years. Unfortunately, I lost him in 2018. So the time my father was there, I was given an opportunity to come to Japan and Korea for some training of textile business. So we were in the process that whether shall I go, shall I accept that opportunity or shall I continue my studies? But doing the brainstorming with all the members, we decided no, it's opportunity doesn't come again, may not come again so soon. So I took that my doing my graduation itself. I went for 3 months to Korea for textile export training, and then came back and then I completed my graduation. And then fourth, I went to Japan. I stayed there for 2 years. But yes, it was not an easy thing because I just came Delhi. It was though I came to Delhi earlier also, but to come and study here and to seek my future endeavors. So this opportunity opened many doors for me. So the rest all the details I'll come during the further question sessions.
Yes, sir. Um, would you like to share what inspired you to take the leap from academic into the international textile trade so early in your career, particularly your time in Korea and Japan?
Actually, as I said that since I got this opportunity to to go and explore the possible because I was into commerce, I was in commerce, and my family is also a business background. So to going into the international business, that the door knocked at my door. So I thought that why not? I should avail this opportunity and see what is possible. And since my quite a few family members there are in Singapore and Thailand, so I went just to know that what is happening worldwide. And since I was 21, 20, 22 years old that time, So it was a opportunity. I felt that that may take longer time for me to excel in India, and it's better that I should learn something from overseas, and I try and then I later in my career then I can seek what more can be done. So that opportunity I took, and I learned from them in about I almost spent Southeast Asia almost for 6 7 years, and in various field of business. I went to do the exports, doing exports worldwide. So that gave me a lot of learning, and that too I was quite young, and as I mentioned, 21 22 years of age I started, and until 28th I was traveling worldwide. I went to Canada, US, Europe, and Eastern, Southeast Asia, many countries, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia. But that gave me a lot of opportunities, knowing the different culture, knowing the different people, and seeing what could be done and how I can match those opportunities with India. So this opened many doors for me. Those learnings, those challenges I accepted. So that made me to learn a lot, and that helped me in starting my business later in 1989. So the rest I'll come back with the question sessions.
Yeah. Thank you. And my next question is what were some of the biggest culture and professional lessons you learned during the year in Korea and Japan that still influence how you run your
Yes,
own business?
yes. Thanks for that question. Actually, when I went my first overseas trip, I landed in Thailand. My mamaji was there. They were also into garment export. So I got some tips from Thailand. They were doing into export also. So when I went to Korea, the first thing I learned that they started the office quite early. It was 8 o'clock. Everybody is to be in office. So which I have never seen in India, that people going that early to the offices. So a few days to understand, and everybody was so punctual. 8 o'clock means 8 o'clock. It is not like today. I did. It's really it's really embarrassing for me that it took half an hour to make everybody wait. But sorry for, because my laptop was, I'm in Chennai right now, so my laptop was not there with me, so the things have got messed up. So the first thing is that 8 o'clock, they're starting early and meeting the people and interacting. And then the best part was that most of the Korean companies, they are the bigger companies. They are into variety of business. That, like, if you call it Hyundai, Daewoo, Samsung, all those big companies, they have our corporate offices in Seoul, the capital city. So they were into different venture. If you go in one office, you see many people working in different fields. So that was something new for me, because normally in India, when we go to one office, people are doing one type of business, and we meet and then we understand. But if you go to those offices, you see a number of companies, the number of the other the team, they are also there into the building. They're in the different field. So for me, it was, I since I was young and I was I mean, I had to learn. So I used to knock door, whatever was, wherever I found curious about to know about it, like in something similar into the textile, since I was into textile. So that helped me to learn a lot. And people were so there were very few Indians, though those days, about 100 people only in Korea those days as Indian. So it was quite challenging, and the weather conditions was also, it was quite cold over there, but it was a lot of learning for me, and that gave me to make my mind, yes, this could be done. Let me learn it for a few years, then I can think about how I can join my learning to into India, and how I can excel more into that field.
Okay. And the returning to India in 1989, what motivated you to start your own venture instead of continue your career in abroad? What were the initial hurdles you faced?
Yes, thank you for that question. Actually, as I mentioned, I spent 2 years in Japan, and then I was in Singapore, and I was in Thailand, and I was traveling Southeast Asia mostly. My father was, as I mentioned, was in Singapore, so I was working under that company only. So that gave me a lot of opportunities to travel and meeting people. And when I felt that almost I spent 6, 7 long years into Southeast Asia. So 89, that time my sister's marriage was due and my father was not able to spare time. And then we were feeling that one of us has to come back to India and take the social responsibilities over here. So I decided better it's the right time for me to go back to India and take my social responsibility as well, and then try to do something whatever I learn, and I try to do to bring it to India and see what I can do. Yes, your next part of the question is that what hurdle I faced. Yes, it was a challenging for me because the pace of work that people used to do in Japan, the system they were adopting, and then the commitments that they had, that was lacking the people business that I went into. Because the time I came here, I was as I mentioned that I explored different. After textile, I was into timber. I went into the sometime I went into those plastic business, and then sometime I spent into the trading of metals then. So when I got the opportunity of metal and recycling metal, and my father's company, they were doing in along the shipyard, they had a shipbreaking yard over here in Alang. So those days we used to travel and see the ship and how they do the dismantling, and how the different grades of scrap they generate, and how they get sold to different industries. So I thought that if that is the possibility, better I sit down in India and I start something new. So when I came back and I met the people here, so it was uh, uh, somebody asking to admit.
Okay,
Hello.
and hello.
Yeah. So that yes, it was challenging for me. Yes, but as you know that when we do business, there are the challenges always comes. So with our experience and with the time that I spent, that gradually I cope it up. And yes, well, being our own country, so meeting people, doing business was much easier. So that helped me in 89 when I started my own, and gradually I ramped up in different field, and then into alloys, into manufacturing. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, fantastic. And with your father having worked in Singapore, did his experience and advice play a role in shaping your global business perspective? How did his journey influence yours?
Yes, it's a very valid question. Yes, my father, he is my mentor. He is the one who played very vital role in my life. Seeing him as my role model, and knowing him the sincerity to his work, and knowing to his social responsibilities. So that made me to learn from him. The time I could spend some time with him, and then the business that he was doing and the team that was there. So seeing that time I was quite young, so they were quite affectionate, and they were teaching me also. So that helped me a lot. And of course, being father, he hardly used to interfere in my work while working with other people. But yes, his was my backbone. So wherever and as and when I needed, Dr. Ajay has very good rapport with my father. He liked him a lot. He traveled to him Singapore. He may, I think, stay also with us for a few days. Dr. Jay, hope you remember those days.
Yes, yes, yes. And the train at that time also,
Correct. You
all
were
those
coming
things.
back from US, I think, that time. Yes.
Yes, yes. Both on my onward journey to US
Mm.
and coming back,
Coming
both.
back as well. Yeah. So he was amazed to see your endeavor, how you have thought of doing all this new avenues. But he was quite impressed. He was very impressed with you. He used to talk a lot about you. And today I see that those things are happening. Yes. It is quite, you have made a good journey, and you have helped a lot of people, and shaping the youngsters in the career. Yes, that is quite admirable.
He was very kind, yes.
Yes, nice to hear.
Yes, sir. Now this career and your company, Ishdeep BPN Alloy starting in trading and later moved into the manufacturing. What inspired this transaction and how did you prepare your team for this segment shift?
Yes, thank you. Actually, I am, as I mentioned, I was into trading. Almost spent 20 years into trading of trading means I was in the import and export of metal and metals, recycling metal alloys as well. So I was dealing with mostly traders and the manufacturers here in South, I mean, mostly to Northern India. So during a span of almost 20 to 2 years time, I've been able to achieve the target I was given to make 100 containers a month sale. So they had given me 3 years time to achieve that, which I could achieve it within 2 years. So it was a big compliment for me. So they were quite amazed at how you made it happen. And that was a big occasion we had in Lalit Hotel. We made a big celebration. People came from Singapore, Malaysia, and all the people whom I was doing business. So we made a, Naresh, you remember those days we had a, you were there. So that was a big occasion. The CBDT chairman also was there. So we made a big celebration that time, and it was a big compliment. I mean, it was supportive to all my friends and my and Dr. Ajay's father. I mean, he been my role model, and he was my philosopher. When seeing him seeing him and guiding, I mean, to us as and when we go to him and sit down, there's a lot of I learned from him a lot, and Dr. Ajay's mother as well was so affectionate to us. I have no words to express my gratitude to them.
चलिए, I know, चलिए that.
And
You,
regarding your question, thanks. Sorry, regarding the second part of your question, that Ishdeep, that role I am playing at the moment. Actually, the team that I had, I was working with my family. Actually, my son, both the son, they decided to stay overseas. They got an opportunity there in Thailand. Elder one first, he went first, and the younger one he also joined, and they decided that they continue working there. And fortunately, they got the citizenship as well over there because my wife being a Thai citizen. So they decided to. Then with manufacturing, since I was catching up with this, so I thought that I should change my role now. So, with the years of experience that I have in this field, in the metal trading and the manufacturing, I mean, in Manesar we had quite good clientele. We were dealing with Honda, we were dealing with Panasonic, we were dealing with automobile
Bharat
segment. We were dealing
Electronics,
with
yeah.
two wheelers basically. We were making a lot of parts. And in 2014, when the children they decided that they have to go overseas, then I slowly I tapered down. I said, since they are not around, so for me to go to enhance business further, then to make it will be a challenge for me. Then I decided better I come back to the trading again with my experience into the metal trade. So this group, Japanese group, that I was doing trading with them, then they had this proposal here in Chennai. They asked me to take the responsibility of as a CEO, and they are bringing in the recycling metal and metal alloys, and we are supplying to the industries. We have opened a big yard over here in Chennai. So I am with my experience. So the promoters they are from Japan and Malaysia, and I was a part of it. I'm also on the directors there. So I am helping them, and then the experience of mine into Indian market, that is it's a win-win situation for all of us.
Yes, sir, thank you. And sir, your company supply parts to industry leader like Bharat Electronics, Honda, Panasonic,
Yes, yes, you
etc.
remember that this is, yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, yeah.
Um,
A number of
what
companies.
strategy and value help you to build that sustain such high level partnership?
Say it again. What do you say?
What strategy and values help you to build the sustain such high level partnership with the
Yes, actually.
Honda and the Panasonic Bharat Electronics?
As you know that when you are into a business, when you do variety of business with the different in a different role, so the confidence level is that is there, that yes, whatever comes up, I'll be able to do it. So with my experience and with my team over here in Manesar, they all helped, and then we were in the process of exporting the few products into US market and European market. But my since my children they decided not to be in India and they wanted to be overseas, so that was a big change in my role. So I thought that I waited for a few years that they come back to the business. When they decided no, they will continue in Thailand itself. So then I decided better I slow down on manufacturing and I go back to. So those one thing I did is that I made my company running all my staff whosoever they were there. They made all staff that I gave it to my friend who was already into the business and made company running company I gave it to some I sold to someone and they are still doing the good job.
Yes, sir, thank you. And what challenge did you face in ensuring quality and compliance with entering the manufacturing sector, especially in producing specialized alloys?
Yes, the as you know that when we do with the prime metal, then it's easy to deal with. When we are doing with the secondary metal, so those challenges come up with the quality. So the as you know that over the time because every country now they are quite aggressive now. They don't want that the recycling material should go from their country because this is a natural resource and is a national asset basically. So the countries, the if you are not recycling your own metal, if you are not letting your own metal to be in your own country, and if you are not recycling, then how much metal you can take out from the earth? That is a challenge, and more deeper we are going to the mine, the cost is also going high. So the ideal condition is that we recycle our metal, whatever metal is available. I mean, when we talk about recycling metal, there are variety of metal that are available and that go into the different field of manufacturing. Since I was primarily into aluminum alloys and zinc alloys, so the recycling of metal was a challenge, yes, because the variety of grades that comes up, and then so we initially we did it and with the crude way. Then gradually we understood it. Then we had a spectro and we had a lab, and then we when we used to melt, then we have to derive, and then whatever top up or how to we make it a standard material. So over the time we learn and with the we expert the team that we develop. So that helped us to cope up with the quality. Then after that, that was not an issue. We were able to meet it.
Yes, okay, certainly. And how does Ishdeep BPN alloys stay competitive in international market like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines, where the demand and regulation can vary?
Yes, actually, as I told you that my the promoters they are from Malaysia and Thailand, from Japan. So as you know that these countries they are all mechanized. They have become mechanized, so they need a manpower to make the recycling of material to be competitive. So once they recycle, so the cost goes quite high in those countries. So they have to come to countries like India or China or Southeast Asia, where they can do the recycling and to sell those products into the industries. So the Japanese also they were also exploring the possibility where so we met into 2018. Then we discussed what could be done, and then the team came over here. So having a different round of interactions, so finally we decided no, we will bring and we will do the sorting. And after that, we're making a grade, then we supply to the industry who do the rest recycling. So there, the advantage was that those companies we can do the volume, a big volume. So then, as you all know, that Tamil Nadu is quite strong into the steel industry, and it's quite organized over here. So that was a right place to start with. So that's how we came into this market, and we started the imports and the making the grades and supplying to the industry.
Thank you, sir. And one thing is, what's your vision for future of your company in terms of innovation, sustainability, and expanding its global footprints?
Yes, our company is just it's just 1 year only into this market. So we have brought a few products from Malaysia and Southeast Asia, and we have installed the machines. We install grading and all we are doing over here. So our purpose is that to make the our industry to be more competitive in having the raw material as a competitive prices. If we are giving at right prices, the products which are made over here, so that becomes uh, quite cost effective. So we do that so that when we when we when we do that, then we are helping our industry indirectly so that our costs remain competitive into the Indian market.
Thank you, sir. The question from students want to hear, as the successful industrialist, what skills or academic backgrounds do you look for in young graduate for interns joining your company?
Yes, as you all know that since we are into the metal business, as I mentioned that recycling, we all know that worldwide people are quite aware of the recycling of, because it's a national resources. It's not natural only, it is national resource, and it has to be recycled. Otherwise, there will be shortage of metal if we don't recycle the metal and we reuse it. So that was the that what we that has motivated us. So the people who want to come into this trade, they should have some knowledge of metal and metallurgy. And if they go, I mean, as Dr. Singh has the institute and the people who can learn the commerce side as well. So though that goes hand in hand, and they can do good into this field. The opportunity is enormous because recycling metal awareness is quite big. A number of conferences happen worldwide, like every second or third month in US, Europe, Dubai, or right now in for your knowledge, Vietnam. There is a big conference on 7th and 8th. The people move around and go to conferences, meet the buyers and suppliers, and learning the metal. The first and foremost is that to have the basic knowledge of the metal and have some commerce background. So that goes hand in hand to understand, to know, and to interact with the people. And yes, after 1 year, once we complete a year or so, so people may come us for training as well, and they can learn from here, and then they can, a few of them who are really interested, they can join us as well. So that
Yes, sir.
opportunity will always be open.
Yes, sir. Thank
That
you.
can be in touch
And
with the institute, and
yeah.
then institute will guide them.
My next question is that does HD BPN have any training program or internship opportunity for engineering or business students interested in metallurgy, trade, or manufacturing?
Yes, the opportunity is there for them. Yes, so as I mentioned to you, the principals are there in Japan and Malaysia. So if anybody is keen to know, to learn about it, so I may organize some program for them to send them to Japan or Malaysia, and to go and see the facilities over there, and to know how the things are happening over there. So that I can organize whosoever is keen to travel and to understand, to explore into this field. So yeah, the doors are open, are always open for them to learn from Chennai. As I mentioned, is still is at a beginning stage, so it's 1 year old only. So they may come anytime. Whosoever is interested, they may come. The doors are open to. They may come to the institute. Yeah, they can come anytime. But if they want to learn, really learn, so they can go and spend some time in Japan, Malaysia, or Southeast Asia, that I can facilitate to them, and I can organize for them.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And yeah, what advice would you give to students looking to work in export-based manufacturing industry, especially those related to metal and metallurgy?
Yes, no, very right question. Actually, there is very big scope for them. Actually, when I started my career in 1989, when I started my business, so I used to see that people have very little knowledge about the export and import those days. People used to be very scared how to import and how to export. So the norms and all, they were very stringent those days. That the policies were all very. In 1991, during Nursing Around's time, that time a lot of doors were open for the licensing and all. What were a lot of norms? So there were a lot of licenses were required to import those products. was those all had been abolished, and then trade become very easy. So people who there is, as I mentioned, that the recycling industry is like food is essential for for every human being. So all the household item that we are using at home, this all are of different type of metal that it requires. With whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your washing machine, any metal in your house, that you don't be surprised. It's all majority of them is all recycled, but we all never know that this is recall because it's become as good as pure metal. Recycling means that you're making a metal like the gold that we use in our day-to-day life. This also get recycled and they are reused and then processed again and can be reused again. So same is the with the other metal also. This metal also they have like you name it, whether it's steel, whether it is copper, whether it's aluminum, whether it's zinc, whether it is lead, all are recycled. All are recycled in a big volume. Worldwide, there is a very big scope and where there is a lot to learn. So people who are keen to know about this subject and who are concerned about the Mother Earth, that yes, nothing should be wasted, nothing should go into the soil. Whatsoever is there on the surface has to be reused. So as you know that even the plastic our government is using for making the roads. I mean, they so that the product that we use, what they that are not reusable, so those should not go into the soil. That has to be brought into this recycling this the circle, and that all the product which can be recycled, that should be recycled, and that nothing should go into the soil that should not spoil the earth and the soil of our country.
Right, sir. Yes. And in your opinion, how important are international experience such as study in abroad, foreign internship or training for students aspiring to global business careers?
Yes. As you all know that nowadays that those are, I mean, there's a lot of information after the internet age. The children, they are quite aware, and every field has become so specialized that we all know that when we interact with the different institutions, so we all know that what courses are available. It all depends on the individual what he or she is interested into, what careers he want to pursue, he or she want to pursue. Accordingly, they can choose the institute. And yes, as I mentioned to you, that this recycling industry is a huge market, and there is a very big scope, and it has to grow. And more and more, the government are getting concerned about the recycling, and then they are making more stringent laws so that the pollution factor that or the norms has to be adopted by the recycling industries, so that the people should not get affected with any sort of environment hazards. So those laws are quite stringent now, and people are following it also. So people has to learn about the environmental, the metallurgy, and the commerce side, and then yes, the basic knowledge about the subject is important, and then commerce, of course, is the guiding force that once they know the subject and then move forward with their commerce background.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, yeah, one more question here. Would you like to consider mentoring or collaborating with the universities to build industry academic bridges such as skill-based workshop or guest lecture in field of metal manufacturing and exports?
Yes, government is also quite, in a lot of initiative has to be taken by the institute, because many times we have to propose to the government what new that the institution can do to help the government and to help the country. So those things that helps when people when we interact with the government, with the different institution of the government body. So that helps to know where what are those areas and how the government is helping and how where government can help. So those areas, yes, it's quite useful. So unless we and as you all know that any institution or any arrangement has to be done on a bigger level. The without help of the government is not possible, because that much of funding is at a individual capacity for the well-being of for the own people. So that government's involvement is there. So the proposal has to be given by the institutions. The institution gives a proper comes up with the proper proposal, and then for the betterment of our people. So this could help those students and the institute and the country as well. But yes, there is a very big scope worldwide. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, the motivational questions some we have here. Looking back over 30 plus year in business, uh, what would you say was your most defined moment, and how did it change your outlook on success?
Yes. um, Uh, just for knowledge of everyone, when I came back from my spending my 7 years into overseas market, when I decided I have to go back to India and I have to start it again. So it was rather starting from scratch because that time I was not doing any business with India. I was mostly doing with Canada, Europe, US, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines. So, and within those countries only I was doing the business. So when I came back in '89, so what I have to do, from where I have to start. So since my father was doing some business to India, so that assignment was given. Okay, you if you wish, you can explore this opportunity. So with a few customers, when I came over here, when I went to Sadar Bazaar, that I don't know whether people know about the market here called Sadar Bazaar, and there's a the wholesale market for metal recycling is Basti Harpul Singh, is Sadar Thana
Yes.
Road. So when I went
Yes.
over there for the first time, I was quite amazed. People are sitting in the office, just gossiping it, and then they're doing business also, and do that too on the gadda, that maslan and gadda. So it was quite surprising. I mean, coming back from there and to start from to know and to know the people, to interact with them, and to make the change into the business style. So I almost then when I came here, I knew that I have to slow down now. I cannot work at the pace of Japanese way. So I have to, being India, I have to make my space. So 3 months I made myself to slow down, to understand. I started going by DTC bus. I asked to start taking by auto. So going to the market, meeting. So starting from BMW and Toyota and all those cars, those high-speed cars, those that were not available those days in India. So I forgot everything and I started from scratch. So that was a big turn change for my working, and I accepted that challenge, and that was quite a wonderful experience. And within, as I mentioned, 2 years time, I made it happen. That business and turned around. I achieved that goal, that what was given to me. So that was a quite satisfying moment for me. That was my beginning in India, and that gave me the strength. Yes, something can be done, and India, our motherland. Yes, the opportunities are there. Only thing that we have to know how to do it, and how what role I can play into making other people to understand it, and then to make it work systematically, so that we can do the business in a more organized way.
Yeah, too, sir. Yeah. Sir, um, for young aspiring entrepreneur in small town, what would be your message about taking risk and venturing into business in today's global market?
Yes, now a small and town, a big town has not much of a difference, because children, they are aware of their career and their opportunity. Yes, the schooling and the background they start from. Yes, but the time when we were doing our schooling, the time when we came to for graduation, and today's time, children are quite aware of the opportunities available worldwide. So some motivation. I mean, of course, every child, every human being has their own destiny that guides and that gives an opportunity. So we have to catch those vibes, what is suitable for him, or what opportunity God wishes him to, he or she, that those opportunity as signals we get, we have to catch that, and whatever we are good into it, whatever subject we are good into it, we should apply our skill, our knowledge. And yes, the today's age, when the information technology is so widely spread, So that is depend on the individual, yes, what is suitable for them. Yes, interaction is more important, and learning to the good institution, learning to the uh, being associated with the professors, and because through the professors, they know that where the students are where and where and what field they are in. So there are a lot of knowledge they can gain from them. And once they come into once they decide, yes, this is what they feel, they are going to go into it. So likewise, they can move on, and small and big city and worldwide, there is no limitation. If person has the ability and has the zeal to do it, yes, nothing can stop him or her.
Yes, that's true, sir. Yes. Sir, in challenging type like economic downturn, competition, how do you stay motivated and lead your team with confidence and clarity?
Say it again. What do you say?
Yeah, in the challenging time like economic downturn or competition, how do you stay motivated and lead your team with confidence and clarity?
Yes. See, when we do business, there are always ups and downs. Actually, the people who start the career initially, they have not to go into that stress. When they grow up, and when they take the senior position, then the pressure of managing the thing cost effectively, that where the challenges comes up. So when they are young, when they have to learn, so their more focus should be on learning, and economics comes later. Because if they get stressed up, this is not going good, that is not going good. See, not in worldwide, when you do talk about business, it is nothing smooth, it is nothing it automate. It all has to be with all the challenges we have to accept. When you grow up over the time, where whichever field you are into, whether you are in academics, whether you are in business, whether you are in any sort of career, so that challenges comes, that we have to accept it, and we have to move forward. So economics, yes, that economics, yes, it matters, of course, to any industry. But for the beginners, the more important is to learn the subject, and to be focused what they want to pursue in their career. So once they learn and they come to that stage, and when they come to senior position, yes, that the economics, then gradually that everything side by side, when they do, the seniors there are there, they learn from them, they learn from their experience, so that helps. But nothing from day one, we cannot become with a fixed mind, yes, this can do, this cannot do. Yes, the challenge comes up, we have to accept it, we have to move forward.
Yes, sir, true, sir. Yes. Uh, how do you define success now compared to when you first started, and what keep you grounded despite your achievements?
See, when your seniors are there, when you always better to see to your seniors, to people who are ahead to you, so that always keep you grounded. Because that when you see that people are doing so well into this field, and whichever field you are into, there are always people who are better than you, they are doing better. So that, as in every subject, there is always learning, there is nothing knowledge, as you said, there is no end to it. Knowledge is up to you, that how much you can learn, and how much you can excel your knowledge into the field of profession that you are into. So that keeps you motivated. But we have not to be we have to be uh, honest to ourselves, and to be to whomsoever we have learned, whomsoever have who has guided us, we always should have so it is not that I only did it. It is my many mentors were there in my life, who has shaped my life. I should be grateful to them. So whatever I am, yes, it is their blessings and their teaching. And whatever I could do, I can pass on to my new generation. Yes, I love to do. Whosoever is interested in this field, anytime they are welcome. They can, and any guidance they need, any knowledge they need, the doors are always open. So that keeping grounded is, yes, of course, uh, like Dr. Ajay is doing. Yes, you should get associated with some institution which keep your mind focused. You should not. So those things help. The spirituality also makes a lot of difference in your career. the spiritual journey should go side by side with your the field of business career that you are doing. So that keep your mind focused, and you keep that the journey of your life, whatever you are into, that make you to motivated always to give more to the world, whatever you have learned from the world.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. The last question is, we have taken you too much time here. What role has personal discipline, continuous learning, and adaptability play in your long-term success? And how can young professionals embody these values?
See, every human being has to decide his or her goal and field of business or field of career whatsoever he or she want to do. So that is all individual approach. There is no fixed rule for that applies on everyone. So every God has made everyone different, and with something different in everyone that he or she can do better than others. So nobody is perfect in one subject. Can be good in one subject, but cannot go good in all the subject. So we all learn from each other, and we work hand in hand. We're learning from each other and moving forward. That is the right philosophy of life.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Thanks for your precious time, and I'm forwarding to over to Mr. Ajay Singh, sir.
Professor Ajay. Okay. Thank you, Naresh. Thanks for being so
Thank you.
valuable. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Ajay.
Professor Ajay, he'll come.
Yeah, Ashita, madam.
Yeah, now I would like to hand over the session to
Yes.
Akshita for to
Okay.
deliver vote of thanks. Akshita?
I would like to wind up this session by giving vote of thanks. It is my privilege to deliver this vote of thanks on the behalf of DSPSR family. Our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guest, Mr. J. Narain, sir. Your session was very interactive and informative. Your valuable insight will definitely guide many of our young generation for future leaders of our country. It was really a very inspiring session for everyone present here. A special thanks to Mr. Naresh Kapoor, sir. His excellent role as a moderator, your thoughtful question and seamless flow kept this session engaging and well connected. Your efforts added great value to the interaction. We thank
Thank you.
Mr. Sorry. We thank Mr. Dayan Chauhan, sir, to keep this session interactive and helping us utilize our time. Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to thanks in my sincere heartfelt thanks to our respected President, Sir Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, for his visionary leadership and for launching this unique concept of leadership development program at DSPSR. And thank you all for being the participants, being with us for your interactive engagement. Your presence and enthusiasm made this session truly interactive and meaningful. At the last but not the least, heartfelt thanks to the organization and IT team for their hard work and being the scene and working behind the scenes as a silent motivator and making this event successful. Thank you again. Thank you to everyone. Wish you a very happy, healthy, and blessed life. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
you very
madam. Sorry
much.
once again to all the delegates. Yeah,
Thank you.
for being late today and
No,
in
that's all
getting the
right.
connect.
That's all right.
Sorry.
We will
Yeah.
figure out how to have your
Yes.
face on this in the
Yes.
YouTube. It has already gone, but we
Ah,
will try to modify
thank you
how
very
we
much.
can
Thank you.
handle that.
Thank you very much. Thanks again, Dr. Ajay. Thank you.
Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thanks again.
Sorry
Thanks for
for all
giving
the trouble.
opportunity, giving for the
No
opportunity to
problem, sir. Thank you.
thank you interacting with you. Thank
Namaste.
you.